Hello, beautiful people of the world, and I'm talking about Lara Croft. Welcome back to Let's Play Tomb Raider. In the previous episode, we were playing for sport, and in today's video, we're going to continue playing for sport, and we're going to destroy these evil puppies of death. Now, I know a lot of people kind of don't like that we fight puppies and things like that in this game, but they're vampires. They are secretly vampires, and that is officially canon to the Tomb Raider series. As we go across this area, there's something in this specific spot that always manages to freak me out whenever I play through this game. Bear! 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 There's a bear! There's a bear, and it scared me. It was a scary experience because there's a bear. Where are you? Where are you, you furry little bastard? There you are, you furry little bastard! Ah! We're using our first mana pack already, are we? Okie dokie. Every single time I go through this game, no matter how many times I play through it, I see coming every time this stupid bear gets me every single time! Where are you? Come on here, fix me like a man! Fix me like a manly man! You already did, never mind! Okay! Whew. Okie dokie. Well, that was a fun experience. If you want to continue this area normally, go this way. But we're gonna hunt for secrets first. So yeah, there's gonna be some water right here, and this right here, I'm gonna put on screen right now. That, yeah, I'm not lying when I say this freaks me out every single time, because we streamed this game years ago, and the bear still freaked me out then, so in a moment after we're done swimming around, we're going to have that footage on screen. We might have it at the end of the video. I don't know. It'll be on screen at some point this last time. So over here, this is the direction that we want to go for our first secret. We're going to be going over here. You basically want to hold the jump button when you're underwater to continue swimming and things like that. What I really like about this game is that if there's something for you to interact with, all you need to do is be near it and hold the X button. Or it will automatically start kind of like drifting over towards where you're supposed to be trying to collect things and things like that. Which is really nice because a lot of the water segments in this game can kind of be dark and hard to see. So that's something that's pretty nifty indeed. Now we'll be going down here, and the next secret we'll be collecting is going to be on the opposite side of these areas. These areas. That is proper grammar if I do say so myself. I am an English major. An English major who can't pronounce SHs properly. Yes, that is exactly what every major does in the world. Does make me think of that scene from Kim Possible when Dr. Dracula and Chico are going back and forth and they're like, whatever, I'm not an English linguist. I love that show. So we continue on over this way, and I gotta say, the lighting effects underwater, they are still pretty impressive for a PlayStation game. Because keep in mind, this is an early PlayStation game. They didn't have all the hardware figured out yet, so this is still truly impressive for the time. Now, I know this game is a little bit hard to look at nowadays because it's all blocky and things like that, and believe me, there are definitely going to be some things later in the game that we're going to be making fun of. I mean, as it is, like, Lara Croft, I love you and all, but I'm pretty sure most people in the world don't have triangular boobs. I mean, I'm not going to judge anybody out there watching who does have a triangular boob, but I'm just saying I don't think that is something most people have in the real world. Now, it's kind of amusing because Lara Croft, her original versions, gets heavily criticized for apparently not being an accurate portrayal of women, but I really don't like it when people say that about, like, any character. Because, like, especially, people say that all the time for female characters, and it's like, have you seen a male character in gaming too? most of them don't know what a shirt is. So it's like, I don't know why they'll, pardon my French, I don't know why they'll all the time about like a female character and things like that. When it's like, have you seen Dunban in Xenoblade? He is the sexiest man in the entire world. I'm not even gay. Like, I don't even swing that way. But Dunban is freaking sexy. Have you seen him in the games? Alright, so continuing onwards. Oh, bats, get away from me. Okay, I will say, fighting an army of bats like that make it sound like it's a giant legion of bats swarming in to eat your face. No, the bats, what I will say, the annoying thing about fighting them in this game is that they do tend to swarm around a lot. And the annoying thing about the fighting in this game, there's a wolf here! There's a wolf! There's a she-wolf in the closet. Let it out so it can be. Those are not the lyrics, but that's always what I mishear whenever I hear that song. But yeah, going over this way, this is the direction that we want to continue to achieve our destiny. And I keep getting sidetracked on what I want to talk about. What was I trying to say a moment ago? I don't remember. Okay, she-wolf, Dunban being sexy. I don't remember what I was trying to say. So let's move on to another topic. We're moving over this direction. Okie dokie. So this level is called City of Vilcabamba. And what's really interesting about this one is that it's not really discussed that much what the importance of this city is to the lore of the Tomb Raider series or anything like that. But then in Tomb Raider Anniversary, it implies that Laura and her father were trying to find a Vilcabamba for a long time, and Natla was the one who found it and gave her information on that. But this right here, I need to do something very specific with that. So, the funny thing about the falling tiles in this game, they don't take into consideration anything else nearby. So if we do something like that, we just have this platform up here just like floating in the air, minding its own business, living its best life. It's not connected to anything. This is the greatest thing in gaming history. I love it so much. And then we'll get to see my least favorite thing in gaming history, except for Tingle, because Tingle is the worst Zelda character of all time. So, that right there, pushing blocks, my least favorite thing in the entire Tomb Raider series. Okay, Sam in Tomb Raider 2013 kind of sucks too, but I don't like pushing blocks in this game. It is so slow, it is so boring, I don't like it, I've never liked it, it is dumb. But what's not dumb is something over here. Okay, that's 2 blocks away, so this should be enough. Okay, yes. So we're just dangling here in midair. It is amazing. And if you hold the R1 button when you climb upwards, Laura will do a handstand. So she's doing a handstand to go onto a platform that's not even connected to anything. I love the physics of this game. I don't care what anyone says. This is top tier gaming history ever. Now the new games may be more realistic and they may have more deep stories and things like that. I don't care. They don't have a platform that stands in midair that you can do a handstand on. That's what makes them bad. I'm just kidding. I do like the new games. I'm going to try my best not to harp on them too much because there are certain things about them that do drive me crazy. But like, they're still pretty good games on their own, and I do respect them because they did introduce a whole generation of new Tomb Raider fans and things like that. Tomb Raider 2013 is basically the Breath of the Wild of Tomb Raider, where it doesn't really play a whole lot like the original ones, but it still introduced a whole new generation to the series and things like that, and that's something that you could definitely appreciate about the game. It's funny I say that, make that comparison, because I love Breath of the Wild, and I still consider it one of my favorite Zelda games of all time. But I've made my thoughts on Tomb Raider 2013 kind of clear over the years. Hey, you, go away. Yeah, that's what I thought, stupid bat. Hey, get back up here, there we go. Okay, so this right here, I don't know why, I always imagine people playing a board game on this table. This just was what I thought. Bat, you need to go away! Did you learn from Jeffrey over there? Okay, so we're going to use a save crystal. I'm going to try my best not to do this too often, because if I need to re-record a video, it's going to cause some problems if I have to go back and re-record things. But honestly, coming up here, yeah, I'm probably going to need a save crystal because what's coming up is really, really annoying. There we go. In later Tomb Raider games, they do change the save crystal system a little bit so that I don't know if it was Tomb Raider 2 or Tomb Raider 3 that starts this, but one of those two games starts a thing where. Okay, before we go any further, is there anything over here? Is there anything over here? I thought I saw something a moment ago. Never mind, I'm just a loser. So, I don't know if it was Tomb Raider 2 or 3 that introduced this, but I know for a fact, at least in Tomb Raider 3, they changed it so that you do still collect not silver crystals. You still collect save crystals. It's just that you keep them in inventory. You can save whenever you want, which I think is definitely a good compromise. I don't know why they still felt the need to not have like a regular save system, but it's still something that's pretty interesting. Alright, so we have a lot of wolves in this area. So what I was saying earlier about what was annoying about fighting a large squad of enemies like this is that when you fight an enemy and you defeat it, Laura will still kind of continue opening fire on it even if it's dead already. So that's the annoying thing about the bats is that they go down in a couple hits, but Laura will keep firing at it if you're just continuously holding the action button and you're not really doing anything else. So that is a little bit on the unfortunate side, but what's not on the unfortunate side is this room. I don't know why, I just always really like this one. Like, I've already praised the water effects in this game, how the water just looks so nice and pretty and stuff like that. I just like it so much. This is a good game. Alright, so let's get over this way. Continue onwards. Now, talking a little bit more about Lara Croft herself for a moment, there's a couple interesting things about her character development throughout this game's development. So, originally, they wanted you to be able to choose the option between a male or a female character. And during development, they realized that having both of them would mean falling in water. Yay, that's fun. Having both characters would mean spending more time creating individual animations for both characters, and it would just double the workload of a lot of the animators and things like that. So eventually it was decided to just drop one of the character and decide which one to go with more. The creator of the series, Toby Gard, decided to go with the female character because he liked her character design a bit more. Laura was originally also supposed to be, I think she was supposed to be Spanish or something like that rather than British. Her original name was going to be Laura Cruz. And this was changed to make her British instead later in development. I'm not entirely sure why, but this was something that was changed midway through development. One important thing to keep in mind when you're going across platforms like this, if you hold the walk button R1 and you go to a ledge, you won't go off the platform. So that's pretty neat. So yeah, they decided to scrap the male character, to focus on the girl, which I think really helped the series because this was one of the first major action games to have a female lead, and that's definitely what helped us set Tomb Raider apart from the crowd. There definitely are a lot of other things too, like for one, Lara Croft is freaking sexy. Like, they knew they made a sexy character when they made the Tomb Raider series. And the original marketing for the game kind of leaned into this a little bit too much, which caused the creator of the series, Toby Gard, to not be too fond of the way they were treating the series. So he left early on and didn't return until Tomb Raider Legend. So there was that. But yeah, like for my personal history for how I got into the series, I think it was my dad who started playing Tomb Raider when it first came out, and then around when I was 4 or something like that, when I started playing games, they had me like I was playing Link's Awakening and Toy Story 2. But my dad kept playing Tomb Raider all the time, and I was very curious about it. So even though this was a teen-rated game, and I was a 4-year-old at the time who still didn't know what a girl was, yeah, I probably shouldn't have played this game when I was so young. But honestly, it really did help shape my opinions on games and things like that. Because one of my favorite genres of games is just a good action-adventure game. Like a good action-adventure game that tells a fun story and things like that. Lately, in recent years, I've leaned more towards RPGs, but action-adventures will always still be special to me. So this was definitely one of the games that helped us cement that for me. Okay, I'm gonna do something really stupid here. It's really, really stupid, but I always love doing this. Oh, dang, we messed up. No, dang it. Okay, I was trying to The one platform that we were trying to keep in midair was the one that just so happened to be the one that we... No. I was trying to make the one platform be in midair, but that was the one that we stepped on. Why am I so dumb? Hey, will. So yeah, that's kind of like the big thing about that. And to go into a little bit more of I'm not sure the way to word this, but one other thing about this game was that it really did help cement developers wanting to have female characters in more leads and things like that. So because of Tomb Raider, we also got Jill Valentine as the main protagonist in Resident Evil 3. And then that would shape the future in gaming as well for games like Bayonetta and things like that to become a thing. Which, Tomb Raider, it definitely wasn't the first game in gaming to feature a female lead. Metroid definitely does have a larger impact than Tomb Raider does in that regard. But for me personally, this also really did help cement the fact that, like, yeah, first of all, we're in here to save. There we go. Saving the game, even though I don't want to. Okie dokie. So, keep in mind, I was a 4-year-old. So, when this game came out and I was playing through this game, I didn't really see, like, how important it was at the time. Like, all I saw was that there was a super awesome character who was raiding tombs, and then one minute I'd play another game of a super awesome character exploring dungeons and trying to wake up a flying fish with musical instruments. This right here, I don't like this, and this is the reason why I wanted to set up the save crystal. These things eat through your health! And there's our first death. But yeah, seeing Link and Lara Croft, like, starting in action-adventure games around the same time, it really did help cement my 4-year-old mind that, like, hey, it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, you can be a badass no matter who you are and things like that. So, yeah, it seems a little cliche and things like that to say that, but, like, I think that was, like, a very important thing for a little 4-year-old me. So whenever we come across a thing like that, whenever we die, I'm going to cut out most of the backtracking. This right here I don't think is that big of a deal though, because we're literally just like 2 feet away from the area. But yeah, those swinging axes, those are my least favorite traps in the game. Except for one that we'll shoot a little bit later. But yeah, this one right here, I never know where's a good spot to stand here. Because it's not lined up to the center, and it's not lined up to the thing right there, so it's really annoying to deal with. So I like rolling like that. Go like that, back step, and then roll. Be right here where your toe is just like a little bit away from the thing. Roll, back step, then roll. That is the way to live in this world. Okay, roll, back step, roll. Phew! I would have laughed so hard if we backstepped right into the axe again. Alright, so over here, there's gonna be the next thing! I did not see that coming! You'll never see it coming! Okie dokie, where is the surface? Where is the surface? Okie dokie, we're gonna be going over this way now! Alright, so I always get turned around in this area. I know there's a bear somewhere around here. Hey there, buddy old pal! Oh no! Okie dokie. Okay, now is probably the best time for a large metapack because we literally only have like a pixel of health. I don't want to use that though. Do I want to use it? Because this is literally the best time to use it. And we're using it. I don't want to, but we're using it. Bear, get away from me. There we go. Ew, your paw twitched. Ew, that's a morbid detail. Ew. Alright, so somewhere around here is going to be our final secret for the level. And I don't exactly remember what it is we want to do with our lives right here. But that was a very clever trap right there. I've played this game a million times, I still never see it coming. So around here, maybe, sort of, kind of, that is a wall. Okie dokie, quick Google search or looking up my notes or whatever I do in these videos because I don't exactly remember off the top of my head where this third secret is. As is usually the case, I was overthinking it. So what we want to do is it's going to be, that is a wall. We're going to be right over here, and this is going to be our secret passage. Ooh, looky, looky. These are Jedi arriving. So this right here, this is a pretty interesting one. We go to the menu real quick, we're going to see we have shotgun shells and Uzi clips. We don't have access to either of those weapons though. But definitely stock up while you can, because it's going to make your life way easier. It also makes my life way easier if the game was just a little bit brighter so I can actually see where the hell I'm going. That'd be nice too, but no, flares weren't introduced until later in the series. We made it out of the pit. We fell into the pit. We all fell in the pit. Alright, so now we're going over this way. We did the thingy, and it's shiny, and it doesn't taste like chocolate, and I'm upset. Now, where do we go next? That is the $3 question that I'm going to ask my mommy. Alrighty then, let's do a Grace's swan dive. You can do the swan dive by holding the R1 button when you're swimming and things like that. I believe this is a direction we haven't been to yet. Alrighty then, hopefully this is the thing we want to do. Okie dokie. This looks like it's going well so far. Yay! We achieved our destiny! Now we just need a burger. I have no idea how many people are gonna get that reference. So, yeah, swan dive once again. Definitely don't do this if you're near solid ground, because swan diving into cement, not usually recommended by health physicians. Is that the right word? I don't know. So, this right here, this is something that drove me crazy when I was a kid. For this, we needed this specific gold idol. I remember my first playthrough, one of my first playthroughs, or whatever it was when I was a 4-year-old, I looked everywhere in this area for that stupid golden idol. I could not find it anywhere. And then my sisters recommended that I try to go back to an earlier save, to go back out this way, so I was like, okay. That one switch activated the swinging axis, so there must be a reason why they'd want you to go back. Of course, you could go back if you, jumped properly. But, yeah, there must have been a reason. And the reason for that is because you can go back to the one area where you got the key, because that's where the golden idol is too. I spent so much time trying to find that stupid secret, but we did it! City of Vilcabamba completed! Woo! Thank you all so much for watching this video for Tomb Raider, and next time, Lady Gator to you. Okay, it is weird saying just Tomb Raider. I'm so used to something like Tomb Raider Legend, or Tomb Raider Underworld, or Tomb Raider Legend Co-Star, or Tomb Raider 2013 Versus. Just saying Tomb Raider, and then nothing else, is weird. And next time, Lady Gator to you. Bye-bye, get out of here.
What's annoying about that is that you only can save with these crystals at the spot you collect them on. So if you collect them too soon or too late or anything like that, you're kind of screwed, and it's kind of tricky to find a good spot to save your game. They kind of fixed this a little bit with Tomb Raider 3, because in that game you collect the save crystals and then you can save at any time. But at the same time, it's so annoying. Like, good thing we didn't overreact.